affected this mobile deposit, ma'am. Automatically, your account will be on high risk. At this moment, if you can, you need to withdraw all the money that you have. So your account will be on temporary lock.
YouTube, it's your girl Yasmin Renee, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more of me. As y'all can see by that thumbnail, that title, your girl got scammed out of $1,500. Like, I can't even believe this. So y'all know I had to come and tell y'all this juicy story. So let's get straight on into it, okay? So it had to be like a regular day. Like, it was a regular day. I was at home. I think it was around like 5 or 6. Like, it was in the evening time. That should have been a red flag right there. But anyways, it was the evening time. Oh, and disclaimer, everything that I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be inserting it. So make sure y'all pause the screen so y'all can read the message, because I can't even believe this. But going back to what I was saying, so it was a regular day. It had to be around 5 or 6. I got a message saying that this company wanted to collab with me. So a paid collaboration. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, they text me, they sent me this long paragraph, they told me that they saw my work, they want to collab with me, a paid collaboration. It was going to be $3,000. They was gonna pay your girl $3,000 to collab with them. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, this is my first collaboration. I got my money up, okay? So they was like, if you're interested, please email us back, So I emailed them back. I said, hey, how are you? Thank you for considering me. Yes, I would love to be a part of this opportunity. Go ahead and send me more details. So they're like, they're going to send over a contract in a little bit. So I'm like, contract? Okay, so this is official, because when you do paid collaborations, they send you contracts so that each party knows what's required of them. So I was like, okay, I'll be waiting, So they sent me over a contract, and when I tell y'all, this contract looks so real, like, I read it thoroughly. They were going to pay me $3,000. They was going to give me $1,500, and I was going to use that money to get their products. I don't know if that should have been a red flag or not, but I was going to use $1,500 to get their products. Cool. And then the other $1,500 comes with posting. I don't know if it was 3 or 5 videos, but either one, they wanted me to post 3 or 5 videos of their products. Cool. They sent me everything, the breakdown, the termination, how I could get bonuses. Like, they said I could get bonuses. So I'm like, $3,000 plus if I have so many likes, bonus. If I have so many views, bonus. So I was like, cool. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. So then they said they wanted me to download Microsoft Teams. Now, y'all, I used Microsoft Teams before, so it really wasn't a red flag for me. They wanted me to use Microsoft Teams to talk with their project manager and a team member. So I was like, okay, I'm downloading it. And then I think she sent me a code or something. I can't remember for sure. So we started having the conversation over there. So when we had the conversation over there, they told me to look over the contract, look over it thoroughly, and then sign it. So the first contract they sent me, my last name was spelled wrong. It was Jobs, Yasmin Jobs. So I'm like, this is not correct. My last name is spelled wrong. Can you send me over another one? So about 10 minutes later, they sent me over another one, and I signed it. I signed that contract. I signed that contract. So once I signed it, the lady's talking about the project manager is going to talk to me so that they could talk about how I'm going to get their products and how I'm going to get paid. So I'm like, okay, I'm one step closer to getting my $3,000. So I'm talking to the project manager. He's telling me all about the products, different kits they have for morning, nighttime, all different stuff. So I'm like, okay, because I use skincare products. So even though this is a paid collaboration, I was still going to use their products. So he's like, does it sound good? And I said, yes. So then he asked for the spelling of my name. Like, tell me, is this correct? And I said, yes, that's correct. So once he sent me that, he also texted me and said, is your bank account the same spelling? And I'm like, no, like that's not correct, because I'm married and my bank account is under my maiden name. So I'm like, no, it's under my maiden last name. So I sent him that. Cool. Then, y'all, he sends me a check for $1,500. I'm like, okay, cool. So once he sent me that $1,500 check, I'm thinking like everything is going to be okay. So the way that they sent the check, it was through email. So once they send a check through email, however your bank account is, whoever you bank with, you could take a picture of that check and deposit it straight to your account. So I did this before when I worked at Ulta in California. I did that. How I got my last check was they emailed me my check, I took a picture of it, and it deposited straight into my account. No problems, you guys. No problems at all. But I deposited this $1,500 check into my account, and the first thing that it says is, we got your check. It's going to be on hold. I'm like, hold? Why are you holding my $1,500? Like, what's going on? So I think I text either the guy first or I called the bank. I think I text the guy, and I text the guy, and I'm like, I try to deposit the check into my account, and it says that it's a hold on the check. And he's like, can you send me a screenshot of it, a picture of it? So I sent him a screenshot and a picture of what it says. So I got a message from my bank account, and I also got an email that tells me thoroughly of the check is being put on hold for this amount of days, and I will have to wait. Like, it's on hold. Like, they got to look into it. So I called the bank. I'm like, hello, this is Yasmin, I tried to deposit a $1,500 check into my name and it's on hold. Can you tell me why it's on hold? Because at this time, I'm thinking I deposited a check into my account from Target and it wasn't no hold. So I'm like, is this check fraudulent? They're like, if the check is fraudulent, it won't go through, but if it's not fraudulent, it will go through. So I'm like, okay, maybe it just needs to be put on hold because it's a lot of money. I'm a stay-at-home mom now. I haven't been having no money from outsources to pay me. Like, I'm not getting paid right now because I'm not working. So I'm like, maybe that's the reason. It's a lot of money right now. So he's like, if it's fraudulent, it won't go through, but if it's not, it will go through. Cool. So I text the guy and I'm like, they said that it's going to be on hold. And also, the bank man, he said it will only take a couple days for it to clear. So I'm telling him, like, it will only take a couple days. Is everything okay? Like, what do I need to do next? The guy from Microsoft Teams is telling me it's cool. Like, everything's fine. So I'm starting to think to myself, at this point in time, like, something's not right. So I can't remember what I did exactly next, but I do remember asking him, can I speak with someone? Oh, okay. Go back. So I text this content creator on Instagram because she does a lot. Like, I watch her stuff. So I text her. I'm like, hey, I got a email from this company saying they want to do a paid collaboration, but when they sent me the check, it got put on hold. The next thing that she told me is, girl, you got scammed. I'm like, I got scammed. Like, what in the world? I got scammed? Like, I'm texting her. I'm like, what do you mean I got scammed? I looked through the contract. I thought everything was cool. Everything was okay. She was like, no, girl, you got to look. So the company I thought I was working with, or I thought I was getting a paid collaboration with, it's a real company. But on Microsoft Teams, it has the company name and then it has like a little extra. That extra means it's not that company. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, yes, girl, you gotta look out for the signs. So I call the bank. I'm like, I just got an email from from a company saying they want to work with me. It's a paid collaboration. I thought that it was real, but come to find out, it's not real. What do I do? So mind you, I talked to a man the first time I called the bank. This time I'm talking to a lady. She's like, it's nothing that we could do. The check is already pending. Like, you have to wait. There is a waiting period because once you deposit that check, it's a waiting period. I'm like, what do you mean it's a waiting period? Like, I don't want to go to jail. Like, I never did nothing like this. This is a fraud check. This is not me. So she's like, ma'am, it's nothing that we could do. So I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to get my mind together. Because the thing is, y'all, they gave me the check for $1,500. I'm the one that deposited the money into my account. So if the check clears, the check bounces, I'm the one that looks like that I'm the scammer because I put the check in my account. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I think I told the lady, like, can you just make sure that you write a note that this check is fraud? Like, what can I do? So after that, I text the people. I'm like, can I talk to someone? Or I text the people on Microsoft Teams. I'm like, can I talk to someone? Why they never text me back? And what day is it? It's the 17th. They never text me back. So I called the bank again and I asked to speak to a supervisor. I'm like, sir, I'm a content creator. I make content. I thought I had a paid opportunity. Like, what's going to happen to my account? And I will put in clips on that too. I'm like, what's going to happen to my account? Like, I don't know what to do. So he's like, ma'am, it's nothing that you could do. Like, it's really nothing you could do because the check is pending.
Whenever there's a hold placed, we have to allow time frame for the hold to be removed, and then that will determine during that process if it's going to credit the account or return. So if it returns, then it'll post as a return deposit item. In that case, I don't know what the next steps would be, if they're going to review the relationship of the account or not. But we just aren't able to make a lot of decisions or determinations while the transaction is still pending.
I forgot to tell y'all, the second time I called when I talked to the lady, she said my account was compromised. That my account was compromised and that I was going to have to close down my bank account. And the nearest bank is 2 hours away. I was going to have to drive 2 hours away to open another bank account. I'm like, oh my gosh. So that's why I called again for the supervisor. I'm like, I did not know that this check was fraud. I didn't know it was a scam. Like, what's gonna happen? He was like, there's nothing that we could do, but your account shouldn't be compromised because you didn't give them your full account information. Like, I only gave them, you can only see when I sent the email showing them that the deposit was on hold. It shows the last four of my account. So he's like, no, it shouldn't be compromised. And I was like, can you please just put a note on my account saying, like, I called 3 different times saying that I got scammed. Like, this money, yeah, I mean, I put it in my account, but I didn't know. So he's like, okay, ma'am. So I'm just so stressed, y'all. I call my mama. I'm telling my husband, and my mama's like, girl, you should have known, da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, mama. So a couple days go by. I think like 1 or 2 days go by. Mind you, I never heard from the people again. I never heard from the bank. But a couple days go by, and I look at my bank account. Why is my bank account in the negative? My bank account is in the negative. I'm like, oh my gosh. When I saw that, it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I called my mom. She was like, yeah, you need to go ahead and call the bank in the morning because I don't know what's going to happen, but your account might get closed down. So the next morning, I called the bank. I'm like, my account is in the negative. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, what's going on? Because like I said, I didn't know that the check was fraud. I didn't know that the check was bad. Like, I didn't know. So they said that the check bounced back. And once the check bounced back, they have to open up a case. Like, I'm laughing to keep from crying. So, to conclude, right now, they have to open up a case because the check bounced back. Ain't that some? So now I have the case open. I told them that I could provide all details. Like, I won't leave a detail out. And they said, like, it's really nothing I could do at this time. They just have to wait. They will investigate and they will let me know. So I think yesterday I looked at my account and went back to normal. Normal is not in a negative. But y'all, I cannot believe I got scammed out of $1,500. Like, what in the world? Like, I got scammed before. I meant to tell y'all that. Now, I got scammed before, but $1,500, I never got scammed off of $1,500. And y'all, I was so happy because this was going to be my first paid collaboration. Like, I was just too happy. I think I wouldn't say that I jumped into it too fast because I did read the contract. Y'all, they sent me the contract, I think that night or early in the morning. So I read over it like a couple times. It looked legit. I even asked them, and y'all will see the messages. I even asked them, is this legit? And they said yes. They said yes. That's why they sent over the contract, because it's legal. My mom, when I was talking to my mom, she was like, of course Cameron's gonna say yes, this is legit. But yeah, y'all, your girl got scammed. Right now, I got a case open. I don't know if I'm going to go to jail. No, I'm just kidding. Because I ain't never did nothing like this. But this is crazy. So, I'm going to give y'all a couple tips that someone told me for looking out for scammers. You want to make sure that you look for grammar. Because I can say, looking back, they have some grammar errors. You want to look at to make sure it's the exact company. Like, they don't want no extra letters, no extra words, no nothing. Mine had extra letters. So that's a red flag right there. Also, she told me that $3,000, most paid collaborations, if you're doing 3 to 5 posts on your platform, they're going to pay you more. Like, they're not going to pay you $3,000. So that's something to look out for. Also, most people are going to look. Not most people are going to look. Most people are going to just keep it through email. You're not going to be told to first start off with email and then download Microsoft Teams. Like, no, they knew what they was doing. Also, they knew what they was doing because they sent me that check knowing that it was going to bounce back. I cannot believe though. But I just had to come tell y'all this crazy story. Like, I cannot believe I got scammed out of $1,500. Make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's with these collaborations so you won't end up like your girl. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys on the next video. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you want some more juicy stories. Because, y'all, I got some more juicy stories. But until then, I will see you guys on the next video.